Can start with the sun, since it's
This is the same time as Boston Blue Baby, by the way.
Damn, is that right now? Uh, I mean, I assume like you're not playing right garbage.
No, I'm not.
Uh,
More just like our viewership might be low.
yeah, no, it's whatever. I mean, the point is to just get like host players who want to use their brain to like watch.
Yeah,
you can always record it and then
Yeah,
share it
whatever
later
you
as
want
well.
to.
right,
All right,
right.
let me see. Let me do this. I I want this thing to be. So first screen share. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Actually, hold on 1 second. Can I
All right, there
just?
we go. So I am live.
I am on Nitro. What the heck? Why are you not giving me? Wow, that's whack. Okay, I hate Apple. I
True.
hate them.
Fuck Apple.
Good.
So like, I have Nitro, but I have it through my Apple account, so it doesn't support the higher like quality stream option.
Damn.
Nice.
Because I'm on my Windows PC, and it's like, oh, you subscribe through Apple? Get fucked.
Get so owned.
All right. Let me know
Don't
when y'all
big
want to get
companies.
started.
Yeah, I just sent the link. Oh shit. Actually, wait. Hold on. Hold on. How to garbage. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know how to basically automatically make it so that this stream is saved and I can like put it on YouTube later? Or
Do I know?
yeah.
I think it's just a setting, but you can probably just download it later, right?
Let me see. Mm, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I think they save your recent streams for like a few days, so you can still
Yeah,
grab
usually,
it. Yeah.
right.
All right. Whenever y'all ready, let me know how we want to do this too. Like if we want to pause randomly, or if we want to just
Well, there
watch
you
through
go.
and then.
There's a VOD settings in the settings slash stream.
Yeah. Apparently I can like
And
connect
if
the
you
accounts and then just export it. So it's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
it's a little finicky, but yeah, that's another. But I think you want to turn on to store past broadcast or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Store past broadcasts. Otherwise, you would have to like write it out too, like record instead of stream. But so I guess just make sure you have that on. But yeah, usually I think they keep them up for a few days anyway.
Okay.
Are we ready?
We
You got
ready?
that setting all done?
Yeah, I think I see a few people already on the stream chat, unless I'm insane. Yeah, okay. Now's there, so
Let's
guess
see
we're
your
good
stream.
to
Yeah.
go.
Do you have it under Guilty Gear?
Oh my god, do I even how the fuck do I put it under guilty here? Oh my god, wait, I didn't even change the name. Hold
It's like an option that before you start to tag it,
on. Okay, well you know what's the my thing?
like that's that Japanese drive. Ah, guilty gear.
Yeah.
That ad is hilarious. Just imagine like a random family reacting that way to that game.
Yeah.
Ah, guilty gear. And
Just
you just see like,
a house of people.
and then you see like Soulfar slash counter hit, and they're like, oh.
Ah, counter.
Oh man.
Order Soul versus Justice match
Yeah.
review.
That's the old one.
Yeah,
Let's
that was
go.
that was the last.
Hold on
Clearly, that
guys,
was
I
the last
literally
time you streamed.
yeah. Hold on. Look, okay, I'm also not very tech savvy, so you're gonna have to give me a second.
So just to recap, so all three of us are STEM, right?
Yeah.
Garbage, you're STEM major, right?
Yeah, like half.
Yeah, so we're all STEM majors, and
No.
at least two of us don't know any, are not tech savvy.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's a whole different vibe when you're dealing with hardware, stream.
Oh, it definitely is. Like, I have a friend who has a master's in computer engineering from Clemson, and
Yeah,
like the way he talks about computers, he's a software engineer. That's his career. He's been a software engineer for 15 years. But like the way he talks about like technology is completely different from like the average software engineer.
yeah,
Do you
right,
talk about it like it's a
You know.
Gazook and like a magic box or what?
No, I mean it's just he's more focused on how the hardware behaves. So
right.
and it also translates to his personal interests, right? Like he'll talk to us about stuff like quantum computing and that's being like the next big paradigm shift and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Um, so like whereas I might talk about like when we're having a conversation with like one of our more normie friends who's like not in the field and we're talking about something like AI, for example. So
Mm-hmm.
I would talk about, okay, well, this is all just algorithms being run with like statistics underneath the hood, and then he'll talk about like the hardware limitations, right?
Right.
That's funny.
Right. Yeah, it's
Wait.
fun. I mean, it's good to get a whole perspective, but it's also like
Yeah.
Is it?
I talked to
And
one software engineer once who was like talked about configuring versus like programming.
mm-hmm.
That makes sense, and like I think about that a lot. Like
Yeah.
all this stream stuff is just like configuring, right? It's not really like
Yeah, yeah,
not a
yeah.
puzzle. It's just like, well, I have to find the right box to click.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And like even within my field, I'm like very macro because I only have a bachelor's. So I'm like very big picture generalist type of point of view.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, look, both of you are already like in the field. I'm still like just studying right now. So.
well, and that's the thing. I'm not even working in my field. I'm working in data management, which is like more of a business problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like kind of
And like
intense.
not yeah, and before that I was doing regulatory reporting for like derivative instruments, financial derivatives, which had nothing to do with what I studied. So it is what it is. You you
Keeping
you
the
get
man
work where you
down
can
though.
find it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No.
All right.
They say the audio is fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
We
I
tried
guess it's order soul time, maybe.
All right.
video.
All
Yeah.
right. Just go ahead and get it rolling, and let me know if I need
You're
to
rolling.
pause at any moment.
I don't know. Maybe some preliminary thoughts on like Sama and stuff, or like how he plays.
I
Or,
In the
mean,
like,
like
matchup or something.
matchup
I
stuff, whatever.
I personally, if this is the set that I remember, I really like actually how defensive Sanma plays in this. He just like really refuses to engage with AGF in a lot of situations, so he doesn't have to deal with like Anji nonsense,
Yeah.
you know.
If
And
I.
I really like that certain things like the way he uses Rocket in these sets. I really like,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I don't know if
That's
I've
just off the
seen
top of
this.
my head. All right, well we can start watching it and we
Yeah,
can
fuck
go
it.
from
Let's
there.
start immediately.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, guilty.
Hmm.
Wow, just backs up, huh?
Yeah,
Round
right off the
start.
bat, he does not want to fuck with it. Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
double
it's
jump
like
there. Like
like backdash twice is something you never see Haas do.
right.
That's not like even right now, right?
Oh, what?
There's some stuff that he's doing, like I don't know. I feel like the way that he's using JH is like not really an approach, but just like going, getting away with still coming down with something. I don't know. Even that is like really nice. How he,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can like revisit the interaction later, but like yeah, he's not really being aggressive. Ah,
Empty jump, Fat Man. Let's go.
yeah.
yes sir. And he
That's
just
another thing.
barely has level
Brutal.
2.
I like
Right.
that super jump JP to think the hitbox right in front of the
Yeah,
FP2.
To me, it
high
more
jump
looked like
back.
he was just like getting away, right?
Yeah,
Right.
he's like
Yeah.
he's taking his space as like I'm not
I
messing
I
with
think
you.
it's like a habit too that
Mm-hmm. I
I
mean,
keep
even
meaning
right there,
to like
right?
work
Like
on.
5 seconds before.
of like JPing as soon as you jump every time, right? Just to tuck the hurt box.
Oh shit.
Because there's like no risk to it.
Foresees. Yeah, like a few seconds before, he did a thing where he super jumped up, right? And as he noticed that Anji was coming towards him, he immediately air dashed back and got all the space back, right? Like even stuff like that where you have to be in the mentality of like, I'm not like running away just because I want to attack from a better angle. I'm just gonna like get back and get space, right? Like just that. That kind of stuff is important to think about.
All right, and he's got level 2 now.
Although he does seem like really afraid of AGF. I gotta say, interestingly.
Yeah.
He's like hanging out a lot at like nice.
That was a really
crazy
nice...
punish. Yeah.
He's like making sure he's awake. Like, hey, I might be running, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to do
That's a
anything.
read, right? I don't think you can react to that. Right?
Holy shit! Okay, that backdash to us, that was nice. It's like a FD break backdash to us.
Nice confirm.
He waited too long. No knockdown.
You know, if he had gone into a recharge, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate.
That was pretty. That was an ambitious rocket.
Yeah. This. He's in pixel mode. He's like, I only need to hit you once.
Eileen, yeah, you just have to block something, really, right?
Yeah.
Which I respect, but yeah.
This is kind of similar to that conversation we were having in the channel about what Aligari was saying about switching up your playstyle and it working against you.
Yeah.
Right.
With offense versus defense. He's like, oh, I only need to be right once, and then he just gets owned for it.
Yeah. And I think
backdash.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, good DP, great DP.
Yeah.
That was a weird place to shitsu. I don't know if he was reading something.
He's just maintaining his.
Oh, nice reset.
He uses he uses level 2 Gunblaze very well in this matchup.
Yeah.
I think like through other sets that I've seen, that's something like damn immediately. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
That was actually perfect. Like even though like AGF stopped him, like the whole point of doing the Gunblaze was to deny the unblockable.
Yeah, and to get out of the corner, you know, and it's not that much damage as NG players will complain about all the time. You know. So it's definitely worthwhile.
I mean, to be fair, NG players will complain about anything a lot. I don't know.
It's true. That's why they're a dying breed now. So, man, these whiff punishes.
Ooh,
yeah, okay. and no follow up. He's just like, I'll just take my charge.
Right.
That minimal level 2 is doing work for him, and now he's getting more.
Build
just
run
away.
Build a little. Nice.
You have to come to
air
me.
Footsies.
And there we go into a non-ideal combo, but it is what it is. Yeah. I wonder if he did that on purpose, knowing that burst was coming back.
Yeah. Because I think that probably sends like the most damage, like as immediately as possible. So.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Oh, a little too early on the 5K trap there. He got the cross up, but
maybe he would have gotten away with level 3 Bandit Revolver, but he might have been too far away.
Yeah.
Nice IAD out.
That's another thing, like the way that Sanma's using JP. It's something that I notice a lot of like players do is that they try to send JP like at the enemy rather than to maneuver maybe around them, in a sense.
Right? Yeah.
And the way
that's the thing we were talking about with like the Shitsu thing earlier too. JP.
Yeah.
Every time you jump, even when you're not close, right? Just to manipulate your hurt box. And be like very hard to tag. Oh nice.
He's doing a really good job of just like maintaining his space and threatening. That was actually great corner pressure what he did.
Yeah. Just I like that super jump Bandit Revolver too. Just get completely back to mid screen.
I feel like he has to have he wants level 2 Gunblaze just to deal with Fusion. It's really funny.
What the fuck? He had close slash and still had time to block burst. That's crazy.
It's probably the burst might have been delayed.
Yeah.
That might have been what it was.
Unblockable. Nice FD there, only on the normal too. Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to call that out to knock the Angie out to really.
Yeah.
Prevent follow-up pressure.
His mashes were getting called out though. And I think that's that round, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Could be, yeah.
The backdash charge. You see, that was
just looking to see what the.
You saw what? Did you see what he got counter hit out of? Right. He got counter hit out of. It was level 1 rocket. He was sending level 1 rocket as AGF was coming at him.
On wake up. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he's been that's one of the things I love that he does in this set is when he has enough space. When AGF is coming at him, he's just like, I'll just send rocket. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I was thinking about this after watching this set. I think it's actually really strong because as opposed to sending rocket as an offensive tool where people can kind of react to it, if you do it when they come at you, they kind of have to send it if they want to counter hit it, right? Yeah, or do something about it. So then, right, so, and if you're right and you counter hit, you get a hard knockdown. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
I think.
And
might be matchup.
In the most likely cases, they just block. And they're +3, right? It's your turn. So. Oh, nice confirm on the JS. That was cool. A little too late.
2DRC.
Nice. He's dead? Yeah.
Yep. I gotta start doing that, man. That's too good.
Yeah.
Late round RCs, I think people don't do enough of them, because at the end of the round, you might as well shoot it. Like the damage isn't that good, but you don't need much, right?
Yeah.
Someone who really used the fuck out of 2DRC was Kazunoko. Yeah, I've off the top of my head, I can name at least 3 sets where he ended around with 2DRC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was big in Slash too because you didn't have charge cancel, so 2DRC was an actual important combo part.
True. Damn, the double.
Yeah. Oh, I like that 5K tech trap. That's cool.
Yeah.
5K ender, and then he just got the tech direction wrong.
Tech trapping Anji is such a headache because of how good his air normals are.
Yeah, and he can delay and stuff too. Right?
Yeah. No dead angle for you.
Oh, a little too early, sad.
Yeah, Fafnir doing overtime work in this match.
Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a huge fan of Bandit Revolver RC, to close out rounds.
Oh yeah.
Right, when they have just a little bit of life left and you just need a quick overhead.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that IADP was reacted though, that he punished that P with.
Right.
And now he's gonna do a prototype recharge. He dropped it.
Doing that sneak under, that happens a lot these days.
Oh my gosh, that damage.
Oh wow.
I forgot about that. That is definitely a read, but that's a crazy read.
I don't know. That might be a reaction, isn't it?
No, he did it before Fujin came out. It definitely was not a reaction. He might have been reacting. He might have been reacting to the Shih Tzu, but
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he wouldn't have made it in time.
That's another thing. Those turnaround JPs mid-air, where you have to delay it just a tiny bit so that you get the actual turnaround.
Yeah.
That stuff was super nice. Super nice. Damn, get your burst space. Ooh.
Nice throw. That space again.
See, and he just uses an ACFRC, then charge cancels just to get up to level 2, then backs off. It's just ready to send that rocket whenever. It's really nice, really nice.
Oh, there we go.
So far away.
It's no one expects the wake up Gunblaze.
I think if he BRP'd that JD,
yeah, it's hard to tell with this quality. But yeah, it looks like he only has a pixel. And yep, Get unblockable.
It happens.
By the way, I'm not seeing many questions in the chat. I joined in from my phone. At least I haven't seen anything right now.
Yeah, I have it up. So.
Caught the back.
Yeah.
I mean, to talk a little bit about
really liking this FD.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, that could have been bad. Could have been very bad.
To talk a little bit about the character matchup, like Anji versus Order Soul, I do feel that like a lot of it is, as we were saying before, like you don't really want to play straight into Anji and just be like, yeah, I'll just bulldoze through anything he sends.
Yeah. I say when Jiga used to play Anji, he complained about this matchup a lot, but I think it's because he was very focused on trying to anti-air jumps, and he just couldn't figure out how to control like jump approaches with this character.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then like I played Arn Karin recently, and it was just a nightmare, and it was no fun.
Yeah, I mean he's an annoying character. Like you can do 5D pretty much on reaction, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of it, right? Like, nice bait.
Really good reset.
Oh, and then the super to suppress the burst. Very smart.
Yeah.
No, be more specific. Like,
it's a weird matchup for sure.
Yeah. Like I don't think Haas actually has good tools to shut down Auto Guard completely, right? Like he has some ways to play around it, but not the best.
Right. A lot of it is like a lot of Anjis for a long time were just like, Fujin is the is the cornerstone of my kit. And if Anji is like a Fujin Anji, then it's like very easy for Haas to win.
This is insane.
Just do like 2D or whatever, but then
this is insane.
Wow. Nice. But then as soon as like the
oh my gosh.
Oh, he went for a third one. Nice. Goes for this bro.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You threw your burst away.
Damn.
Wow. All right. Do we have anything else to say about that set? Oh, what are you doing? No, we're not auto playing this.
Alright, buddy.
No.
That was fast. Usually they wait like 5 seconds.
Nana was asking about the neutral, about like how to deal with the big buttons. I think that a big part of it, at least like for how I play it, is yes, the buttons are big, but all of them have holes, right? Like 6S.
That's correct.
And 5H you can kind of go over, and then the rest you can kind of go under. And so the question is like, how do you keep a balance between that? You kind of keep a balance by like really just waiting for your moment, which is what Sanma does here. He doesn't really just like go in and he's like, okay, yeah, fuck it, I'm just like bulldozing in. He really is willing to like, okay, I don't see an in, I'm gonna stay the fuck back, right? And Anji's like coming at him. There's like a lot of moments where, for example, Anji was like running all the way down, and Sanma isn't maybe sure what to do. So super jump up, banner over. You end up on the other corner. Now you have a little bit more time, a little bit more space. You can like actually figure out.
Yeah. There's a big mindset thing of just being like, I don't have to engage with you if I don't want to, right? Like especially if I have life, like. And it's a very difficult thing to accept, I think, especially when you play this character, because he's so mobile and his tools are so short range. You feel like I have to go in, but you kind of don't, right? And like I think this is one thing that really separates like that next level of play, where you're not letting the character's design dictate how you play.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Also, holy shit, garbage in the chat and on stream. That's crazy.
What?
Look, you're down there, like the bottom comment on the stream.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I watched this live. It was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, this was insane.
Yeah. It was a great run.
Yeah. Do we have anything else we want to say about the Sanma match? I really liked how he played that set overall. Like,
I think it's interesting too because I feel like you have to think about AGF's play style also. It's like a factor,
yeah.
and that's like why it might look a little different from other Anjis that at least that you would see in North America who
Yeah.
like
hmm
we were saying before, they like play very Fujin oriented and like um and you can kind of like be really aggressive with them actually because as long as you're doing a lot of 2Ds and gun blazes, like
hmm
Fujin kind of like gets owned by that. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're playing
Yeah.
like a more seasoned Anji who's like really good at using auto guard, I mean Cheese would be the one, the local one
hmm
who does this, I'd say. But when you're doing that, then yeah, it's a lot scarier to engage in neutral, and you have to kind of like pick your moments and try to, like you were saying, try to get them to commit and stuff, and then you can
Yeah.
play with that. But
I think
uh,
that's where the matchup gets like a little bit hairy for Anshu because it's not
yeah,
really easy for him to commit. Like he
right,
is
right,
taking a risk, and especially if you take the approach of like my primary concern is having tension available, which I think
yeah,
is when it comes to resource management, tension should take priority for Haas most of the time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Having access to Fafnir, especially in a matchup like that, is too
right,
strong.
right, yeah, and you saw it like you saw Sama like hitting some pretty gnarly like Fafnir
Yeah.
punishes
Every
and like
Fafnir attempt was like
um,
very cheeky, but it was a round ender basically every
yeah.
time.
Yeah, and a lot of them
Mhm.
were like spaced really like precisely, like
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. So it really comes down to like, yeah, the spacing is important, of course, because there are times you can get poked out of it if the wrong
right,
normal
right,
comes out. But it's
yeah,
also just sort of a like knowing the situation where
yeah,
you're confident the opponent feels safe sending something and just being like reminding them that they're not safe,
Yeah.
right?
right,
And the risk
yeah,
reward is just so heavily in your favor if you're right.
right,
And
yeah,
as for
So
like maybe more general mentality things when it comes to like reviewing your own matches and stuff, once you know what the risks are, one of the really good things about replay takeovers is that you can practice like basically collecting on that risk, right? Like taking advantage of it, actually converting off of it, right?
oh, absolutely.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I think figuring out like too, like if I knew exactly what they were gonna do in this situation,
mm-hmm.
what's
Yeah.
the ultimate punish, and then what's like a reasonable guess, and you can really break down risk reward in a really concrete way when you do that,
Yeah,
hmm
it's a nice.
which helps you make decisions in the future.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's nice.
Yep.
All right, so now we watch the goat.
Yeah, we're gonna watch. I specifically made sure I grabbed the compilation, so we're always gonna see a Haas on the screen.
Hell
So,
Nice.
all
yeah, goat
right.
and goat
So let's get
junior.
started.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yawatari and Zappa. What a matchup. This is actually, I would say, one of the most
Actually, if
contentious Haas matchups right now.
yeah,
I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
there's any real agreement on this one.
Yeah.
actually, okay. If memory serves, I think Yawarati loses and then Kopel wins.
That is correct.
And I think
But yeah.
looking at when Yawarati wins and loses, and then where Kopel wins, and sometimes like maybe doesn't do as good, is really indicative of like what you want to get in this matchup and don't want to get maybe.
So it might be like a style based thing. I did want to point out like at the beginning of round one something that Yalwarati did that I recently came to the realization of
You can go back if you
was
want.
like doing okay. So like let's go back real quick because this is something
Okay.
that I mentioned in the channel, right? So if we go back, so all right, so start of the round, air dash over into 2P 2D. So in this scramble, he just immediately goes into 2D, right?
Yeah,
So in a scramble situation, he knows that if he's right, he's going to get a knockdown, and he's going to be safe no matter what because of CC, right?
yeah,
So that's something that I noticed because I recently picked up mashing on 2P when I'm trying to abare, but then like if you hit it too many times or you try to hit confirm, a lot of times you get pushed out. Whereas you can always just do 2P 2D CC, and you're going to be plus if they block, and if you're right, you get a
Right.
knock.
yeah,
You know,
True.
so that's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
really cool. You know.
yeah,
Minor, like little minor adjustments, right? Like when I was watching my
Right.
replay with Giga, I was like, man, if I did this,
yeah. It's nice.
yeah,
It's nice. It's nice.
that nice Fafnir. Like even adding that 2K sometimes pushes them out too much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on the Chip will always be outbringing through Cam a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, that first round really was he just got cleared.
Yeah. Everything went right. Everything went right.
He could have been cleared earlier too. I mean, Yawatari missed like multiple confirms, but it didn't
Yeah.
matter. So, well, and now the Zappa begins.
Oh, this is just unfortunate. Oh, good DP.
Good DP, yeah. Wake up, dog.
Of course.
Nice block too on that.
Wouldn't be Zappa otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Both of
Nice
these
gun
characters
blaze.
are like pretty.
Zappa gets dog a third of the time, all the time. Okay.
Yeah. Especially if you bait Zappa burst. Oh, nice slashback. I feel like the vibe here is too passive though, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what he's waiting for either, but
I feel like he's a little too focused on trying to get charge.
Yeah. Although I also wouldn't know where to go in because it doesn't feel like there are many like spots where you could actually fit, let's say.
You might you have a point, but at the same time, like we'll watch how Copel deals with it. So something I realized overall with Copel is just it like putting more value on positioning than getting resource.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
like
think
only.
the thing is, I mean,
Yeah.
a couple of things that I'm seeing. One, it's like he keeps JPing after the air dash, which has cost him twice now, a conversion.
Also, another thing,
which is kind of just a character specific thing, but because against another character, JP is fine. The other thing is like, you have a lot of ways to get around ghosts. You can 2D, you can 6P, you can super jump over them, and Yawatari seems to only want to do jump /back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess a thing that I'm noticing is that like Yawarati gets like pushed out really far, right? And then once he notices that he doesn't have any space to like move into comfortably, he kind of just gives up and goes like, okay, I'm just gonna get resources, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue, like not letting those
Ooh, that costs
hits
you.
the burst and then drops it. No.
Yeah, that's another issue I think with Yalrut is like closing out. You think he struggles with that a little bit. Yeah. Dog is there. You got to be aware. Like that's a situation where I feel like he was too assertive. Like he tried to get out, but he was hitting buttons when he shouldn't be.
Damn.
Good blitz time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like why do you why do you charge there?
Why'd you block that, right? Like just 2D there.
Yeah. Like if
or
you're
even
2D is
like,
better,
screen,
right?
At that range, like you can tell what summon is coming and you can like easily clear, right? And if someone doesn't come, then you can at least fight back or something.
He 6P. Knew you're going to try to mash the dog. Yep.
It's like really important to dodge the ghost, right? Because when you dodge them, Zappa doesn't get them back. It takes him longer to get them back. So it's like, I mean, obviously blocking is better than getting hit, but ideally you 2D under the horizontal ghost.
All right, let's see how Copel deals with it.
Right.
Actually, no, I think he's gonna perfectly show you like what to do when triplets are out. Probably.
It's real nice.
Doggity dog.
I'd say already with that ID, like Copel knows that the JP is gonna whiff. He's just JPing to like control his hurt box, and then he throws immediately. Right, he's not surprised that nothing lands. I think it's like an immediate difference. Tagged by DP, fortunate, but
yeah. Notice the use of the movement too is to get a better position to attack, not to like run away.
Well, not to get a better position, and not be between the two.
Yeah. Like, okay. Here. Oh, he hit it immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wins. He doesn't have to deal with ghosts.
I guess kind of what I was gonna tell Nana is that like I feel like ghosts are like the fake weak face in the sense that like if you look at Yawarati set, I feel like most of the while the closeouts weren't with ghosts, a lot of the damage does actually come from ghosts. Like a lot of the really bad, ugly situations do actually come from that, right?
I mean, yeah, Ghost is a strong summon, but it's also just like how the player chooses to deal with it, right?
Right, right. And I think the issue is more just like Yawatari not like going around the ghost properly and kind of just eating like all the tip and all the whatever.
Damn.
Nice,
Okay, so that's how you make use of your resource.
Yeah.
Like what? Like it's like all I need is level 2. I'm good.
Right. I
All
think
right.
you're gonna dash in here, and there's a small gap, and that's all I care about.
Fuck it. IB level 2 Savage Fang.
What a clash.
What a clash.
This is
like, notice how fucking smart it was. Like, IAD in at an angle where anyone would basically press a button, and Kopo's like blocking the whole time. Never press the button.
Yeah, I think what was crazy
he
is
did do that.
The wake up Gunblaze against 6H was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I
was gonna say Kobo also did like a kind of wild DP, but it was like positioned such that it would actually be a little tricky for his zap opponent.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice DP.
So
2 again.
So what I've noticed here too is so he is still kind of like taking his space versus Ghosts, for example.
Yeah.
Right? He's not just trying to charge, right? Like he's taking space and then he's like, okay, I know you're gonna come at me, I'm going to deal with it. Like I'm going to DP, I'm going to force you to actually I'm not giving you this for free.
Right.
Yeah.
What a throw. That's crazy.
Wow, nice.
All right, and this is like the Zappa duo, right? So it was HMA and
Matsuri next.
And Matsuri.
It wouldn't stand a chance in my life.
Yeah, I feel bad criticizing Yowarati because I'm pretty sure like he's way better than me, but I just right like I see what I see, right? Yeah.
I do wonder. I'm curious why Kopo also blocks the.
The ghosts.
Whatchamacallit, the ghosts and stuff. I wonder if there's like a reasoning that I don't know about. Because to me, it seems like
I would say from my experience, like fighting Kai, for example, and using 2D, like you avoid it. You don't have to block it, but you also like 2D doesn't recover that fast. So I wonder if he's just like, well, if I block it, I'll be able to act sooner.
It's true. I guess to me, it was always like you're just blocking. You're blocking Zappa action by 2Ding, right? Like,
yeah.
Also, no, I don't know how long you've been watching for, but like Sanma also would use the fuck out of that, the MTID into throw against. I was about to say Sanji against Anji AGF. Because it's overall it's just a really good option to like clear stuff that.
The whiff punish.
Be it auto guard.
Yeah.
Or even like Fujin, right, where it's invincible.
I love the efficiency of this. It's something I really want to do as well is using my charge specials without like worrying about being optimal and like having my charge all the time, right? Like just using it and making people aware of it so they have to play around it. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh
wow. That was sick. That was sick. That was so ideal.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like this, I feel like this is a matchup that both of these players have a ridiculous amount of experience fighting.
This is Yaoratari and
I don't know who
this is. This isn't Tanabata, right?
No. Tanabata plays like the dark blue with like the white skin.
I don't think it's N either. Can you? I'm pretty sure you can check, right? Just like hover your.
It's definitely not N.
I mean, N did play Default Slayer, but I don't think they play anymore, right?
Right. I think they moved to Xrd if they even play it.
Blake, if you move your cursor over the Ide. All right.
Yeah.
Terragort says it's Ide. So. Where is it? I don't know who Ide is. Anyway, we love this matchup.
Player.
I'd say
right.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they get away with those multiple gun blazes, like, because I would get mashed throw on if I did that.
I think it's a little. It's pretty scary. I guess is all I'd say.
There
Like
might be some like
I've 6H enough trying to throw it myself, and I know it's coming. That I would sometimes just block and just like
Oof.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
behind
Oh
the
my
back.
goodness. So I wonder what he was trying to catch with that Fafnir. Was he thinking Mappa was coming? I don't know.
I don't know.
Nice 2S. Nice catch.
Damn.
Oh, no punish.
He
Or
was
maybe
very
he back
he was
there.
very lucky off of that AC input.
Yeah.
Now he's got level 3.
Level 3.
Level 3 gun blaze, level 2 again. And to
Wow.
throw.
Just letting him roll.
Yeah, just why not, You get so
I
much
mean,
tension too. Yeah.
yeah. If you do it and they don't throw it, just keep running it until they throw it right. So.
Yeah. Level 2 again. There we go.
Catches the back. That's why this matchup's even.
Yeah.
That's what all the players tell him.
Oh no. And now we get to watch hell on Earth.
Hot time.
What the? Yeah. Wasn't much to say about that first match. I just kind of.
Yeah, I think like the most Yawarati footage I've seen is like him against one of the Slayers. Usually,
Yeah.
he plays that.
It was a great block on that 6P.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Damn.
That was a greedy AC.
I'm pro greedy ACs, but not against Hoda.
Bro, flashing, do not get hit. Ah! Oh my goodness, this is just like giving me palpitations.
I feel like he could whiff punish a little bit here with Rocket Speed. Oh
my gosh.
If he'd done Rocket, I think he would have caught it.
Oh!
Maybe the goat. Maybe the goat. Damn.
Wow, what a nuke.
Nice.
Good throw.
2D, like level 2 BHB Oki is kind of wild. I guess that covers all of Justice's options.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, so does 5P. Well, it's up. No, it even covers Super.
I think it's. I actually, but I understand because 5P you can mess up.
Yeah.
You can mess up. Like you mess up the spacing, you get thrown. Justice has ridiculous throw range. Yeah. It can just go wrong.
Oh my god, the blocking.
I would love to see like a mashed SV3 in the middle here. Going a little too hard for the burst, I think.
Yeah. Well, it worked out. I think Hata was like, "Yeah, you can have that."
Yeah.
Damn.
These conversions are ridiculous. Gosh, she does so much damage. Why does she do so much damage?
Because she's a well-designed.
She needs it. She needs it.
It's true.
No.
Oh, nice 2D.
Very nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like T5 and I talk about this. This character and Cliff are just like need more time in the oven characters. They were not well designed. They were not play tested properly.
Yeah. I mean, I think
that's
just
good.
Objectively true because like half of Plus R is already like not well tested. So.
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't let Terragort hear you say that.
The system works like well enough though that I feel like it's not.
Yeah, that's classic gear. Like this is the series that like made me think like having such a robust system lets you make such interesting characters and get away with it.
Yeah.
And then they lost sight of that eventually, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like an avid supporter of like not properly play tested games. We need more bullshit. Actually, we don't need less of it. We need more.
Yeah, because I think where Xrd went wrong is the system was a little too. We should talk about this match, right?
God damn it! Oh.
Yeah, wrecked.
No. Well, now we got Copo versus
Hoda,
so.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it does feel like Yawatari is giving up a lot of opportunities to match. I'd say.
Yeah, just
if
like
that makes sense. Like,
what I'm trying to figure out is what is different about what Copel does. Like, because I can say generally, like, okay, so there's like, Copel is committed to playing the neutral out, right? Like,
Yeah.
Copel is not going to like stop playing neutral to charge, generally.
Right.
But other than that, it's like, okay, like what is the gap? Knowledge gap. What a bait.
Nice air dash.
That was hilarious.
I
All just to make sure she didn't get a third of her burst back.
See, like that DP there, I think that's what I'm talking about. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I think Yawatari is like respecting Hoda a little too much. And
Yeah.
so like once the nukes are up, it's over, right? And then like
yeah, like Copel is more of like, I will send DP because I have no choice. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and like
Bruh, okay.
yeah, I'd say it's like
Yeah.
like I know where this is not like where the holes in this are, and like you know, you don't want to shoot it every time, but you do need to shoot it some of the time and like kind of roll the dice for them, right?
What an IAD.
Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say that like a big part of it is actually kind of well, it's mostly mental, right? I feel like Copel, first of all, does know more, but the second part is that he's very, very much confident in what he knows, right?
Yeah.
There isn't any hesitation. Like,
I CKBRT, by the way. I just want to call that out.
Like last round, there was a ton of times where like Copel would sit and walk back and forth and get the whiff punish. Whereas like sometimes you already would try that and then flip the whiff punish because you're like, okay, are they gonna press something? They're not gonna press something. Like I don't know, this, that.
Yeah. It's too bad that FRC didn't work out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's nice too. Another nice thing, Copel is like really keeping the corner, right? He's like really maintaining. Well, trying to keep Hoda in the corner, right? And like not when he's in the corner, he's trying to get out. When he's not in the corner, he's trying to make sure that Hoda's in the corner.
Yeah.
The world's fakest combo. God damn.
I
Empty jump Fafner.
I like the commitment to using Gunblaze in situations where like I would generally not want to do it because I'm afraid of getting hit, and he's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Also, now, that's just straight up not true. If you press 2S, you will beat every MS, including TK. The issues with Justice pressing at round start is actually, I'd say, like 5K and shit, because like I don't think you can beat it, like straight up.
Yeah, 5K is the one.
We'll beat it at certain ranges.
But yeah, there's nothing consistent you can do about it, right? Whereas like you saw like he was getting away with Far S, and that kind of shut down like most of her like options other than 5K, right?
Yeah.
I think Far S and 2S between the two of them beat everything.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to do one of those two. So.
Yeah.
What a 5H. What was he thinking?
Looking for the up back, you know.
Oh man, I hate it when that happens. The freaking like the charge 6H freeze. What do I do? Oops, I got hit.
Yeah.
This matchup is miserable.
I feel Mei is such a fucked up and evil character. Like actually.
She is really just like one of those characters that is just not right.
Yeah. It's not even like properly played. It was like made with evil intentions. It doesn't feel like accidental. It feels malicious.
Yeah. like oh my, like why?
That recovered so fast. Oh, nice whip punish. That was crazy.
Like there are just certain characters that like enable degeneracy, and she's one of them.
Yeah. Like for example,
one thing I would like.
That 2D right there, a few like seconds before that, where y'all already did FD break and then the 2D came out. I feel like Copel would have whiff punished that, right? Because he had the level 3 right there. And he built it up like with the intent of having the level 3 there. It's not like a thing that just kind of came up.
That was a good 6K. Should have done it again.
I'd like to see Yawatari do BRP3 as like an anti-air because it's very good, very strong,
that
right?
Feels
and
like mentally ill advice that works, right? But it's like, oh god, scary to do.
Well, it's good, like especially for when they're like staying really far away, like really.
Oh, that is charge burst.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay, gold burst. And
big damage. Good burst. That was gonna hurt pretty bad.
Yeah. She doesn't have an easy way to bait there either.
Autocorrect vertical dolphin. Oh, good idea on the DP. It didn't work out.
Oh, nice Gunblaze to get out.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice 2S.
Nice. Almost got the full confirm too.
Yeah. She's so light. He was just too far away.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting out of the corner. He's got level 2. Good mesh. Gunblaze, ACFRC. Now he's got level 3.
Nice.
Can he kill here? I think so. Oh, but
he probably could have. Yeah, he messed it up.
Yeah, it's May. I mean, I dropped that. I always go for. I don't even do the second half of the dust loop on.
And now we stop engaging. That was a whip punish.
Oh, he missed the punish.
It's okay. Nice bait. Nice bait. Okay, patience. So yeah, here he's maintaining his spacing to like be close, but not where she can hit him. Yeah, good air to air.
And JK does a lot of work in this matchup. Very important, but
the rest of it is crazy. All right, nice poke. 6K. Run up 5H.
I feel like I don't know. I kind of play the May matchup very, very close to how I play the Anji matchup. But whenever I have whenever I'm in already, I'll stick way closer than I would with Anji. Like I won't play the mid range as much.
I mean, like, yeah, the mid range she's gonna win because her normals just outclass yours.
Yeah.
So
you want to be
a smart idea.
Oh no!
Nice throw though.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
I think just like very maintaining space. And... this is Tanabata, right?
Yeah, this is Tanabata. The Riona Hayden. Yeah, it's Tanabata.
Right. And by the way, how would any of you help someone beat Ino in arcade mode? We got a big question here.
How to beat Ino in arcade mode? Yeah. And
I think you just gotta know the fortissimo patterns or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Super.
You gotta stay away from the balls, which is the important part. If she does the big one all over the screen, just try and get to the other side. No, I think that's
yeah, the one that spreads over the whole screen, you have to jump over her and then get behind her.
Yeah.
But anyway,
there's this is
or an audiobook.
Gosh, this is
defense.
This is
it's so cheeky. So cheeky. So like when he had him in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, missed throw. A nice 2D. And
you could burst.
Oh, rocket. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the
nice.
Delay cancel to get the momentum.
Wake up 5K. Let's go. Slayer 2P. Pretty good button.
Pretty good. No kill here. Tried to Oza S throw. Oh, Gunblaze out.
Blocks a 2H.
Oh, no, my God.
5K. Nonsense.
Oh my God. It's so, the jumping is, you have to be so brave to jump at Slayer. Nice 2S.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up, it's kind of a hard call out. I think that's the thing a lot of Slayers don't want to acknowledge.
Dude, the SB attempt on the mop at the beginning of the round.
It was like a frame or two off. It's crazy.
Oh, what
behind the back. That was crazy.
The 5K reset.
5K dash up 5K. It's true.
And that's a little bit just player respect there, I would say. Because Slayer can 2P in there, but
Gunblaze doing work in these matches, man.
Yeah. These two play enough that
yeah.
Tanabata is just happy to hold. Although Tanabata is also like just a pretty defensive Slayer on the whole.
I think there's also, I don't know if it's this set of matches or the one where he's fighting the ABBA players in the other week. There's one where like he does like just level 1 Gunblaze straight FRC to get out of the corner.
Right.
Clearly, I'm not using this move properly.
True. Gunblaze was
nice
always
match,
a movement
tool. This clip. This clip.
VRP RC.
I love it.
Banner Revolver RC JP confirm. Which is good too, because it was probably a hedge against like a fuzzy block.
Also, like there's one of the
nice block on the low.
about the Slayer matchup in general, you have to realize that there are quite a few points where you can actually just kind of 5K and just like, okay, just let it happen, see if something comes out. Like
Nice
yeah, 5K and 2D are both like super important.
Yeah, like right there.
I'm pretty sure those jump H's are like failed. Oh no!
Oh, let's go.
Oh man, that clip is amazing. Like when that H hits, the announcer goes nuts. It's amazing. Hold on, let me turn the audio on. Hold on. Hey, no. Let's go back here. I'm such a dork. I love this stuff. Yeah, here we go.
じゃあバイスラがカウンターして負け捕まらずバースト打っていくがそこでブカメアスタッチバイスラカウンターから寄ってしっかり寄って倒し
Was Tanabai even mashing in that? That's what I want to know.
I think he gave up. He's like, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me. Yeah.
You got me.
I feel like he definitely could have gotten out of that, right?
Oh my god, look at garbage time. Alright, I'll take a Zymos. Holy shit. So, okay, now we actually have to talk about Yawarani versus Hota. So, let's...
Is this the run back or the 1v1?
These are casuals, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the end of the tournament when
right.
It was so hype. Like this entire weekend was peak.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Look at this. You can punish that. Come on, bro.
So passive. I think he's afraid of like delay Michael or something.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, nice pop.
But I think even like a.
See, there we go. Like even if you fail right there, it's good to go for those like whiff punishes if you feel you have them, right?
Yeah, I'm always wondering in those situations, like, what do we not know? You know, like, is it a player matchup thing, or is it just like there's something about the matchup that we don't know between the characters? Like some way that, because these players come up with very creative ways to deal with the same problems that we deal with. So
yeah.
That was a really good
The
air
problem of
throw.
missing information is a very, very cool thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Yawatari just doesn't like SV. Also, he just does not want a DP ever.
He's too clean. He's too passive.
Yeah.
He does not like taking risks.
There. I mean,
And then it gets punished. This is reinforcing. Like I'm like Hota is like reinforcing. Like, don't do DPs. I will punish you.
Even though that was like a really bad DP, but I get what he was going for because he saw the jump. But
yeah, he might just not know how to use them properly. That's always a possibility. But it's a lot because it is like a player psychology thing too, right? When you decide to go for reversals.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got charge. Okay. Now you got level 3. What are you gonna do with it?
Nice. All right, here we go.
There's our attempt at a recharge.
Oh.
And this is when Terragort would be like, "This is why they don't do recharges."
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm still waiting for Gort to like get me information on the Cliff matchup from Copel.
True.
Oh. That was a good Gunblaze though.
Oh man, I would have gone straight into Banner over into Fafnir, and then do a Dust Loop. Off the Gunblaze, damn, nice.
Nice chip there. There's your DP.
Dude, Terragort's already typing in chat like, oh yeah, Japanese players actually tend to stay away from volatile play, and Yawarati actually does a good amount of recharges. Already typing now.
Nah, man, it's all good. No, I know these guys are both like infinitely better than me, but it's cool that he went for it. Like,
no, I mean,
it's probably It's probably a player matchup thing, man. It's nerves, maybe.
Yeah, no, and also like something that I said the other day, like it's quite literally, but also figuratively, like not for everyone. Like it's a player style thing.
Right?
Yeah. What you gonna do with that level 3? That's where you should have DP'd.
Yeah.
It probably
and you're up close, right?
It probably would have lost to 6P actually.
I don't think so. I think it would tag it.
Maybe
Like when you're up
it
close
would
with Justice,
and
that's
give
when
you
you
the
want to be
clash hover
mashing.
thing where you stay in the air and then he'd get punished.
That could be.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it probably would have clashed and then be like, oh, you lose.
Yeah. Damn.
Could be. Oh, but he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the FRC.
How tragic. All right. Oh no. Oh no. No, not like this. Not like this.
More of a 2P,
Yeah,
2P,
right,
2D.
shut the fuck up, okay? Like a personal message from the streamer to you.
Oh, I can't wait to watch the VOD and see what was going on in chat. That's so funny.
Nah, it's Terragort dropping like 30 actuallys and then Kexen being a dumbass and yeah, that's it.
I like actuallys. I like them.
Yeah.
I like, please, actually me all day. I want to learn more about this game. Tell me how bad I am, please.
Wow, man.
Oh my gosh.
I think the raw 6P is like Hoda's not afraid of you. You know, he smells blood. Yeah. Because he knows you're too respectful, so he's just gonna walk up and do an overhead. What are you gonna do about it, bro?
It's so crazy. Like, I feel like at the highest level, there is just no fear in sending something like the instant you can, just because you inspire so much fear by doing that.
Yeah, it's important, you know? I mean, this comes back to something I feel like I talk about a lot with people about like how important the format is and like how much that affects your play style.
Right.
Because like in America, we always play 2 out of 3, which means there's like there's at least one data game, right? So like you're more incentivized to hold your cards and like save the crazy shit for like the last game or whatever. Whereas in First to One, it's kind of like, I mean, I know Terragort just said that they don't play volatile, but I think that's different from like
it's not more. Yeah, it's not volatility. What it is like I feel like it's an understanding of like the gameplay and the matchups to a point where it's like you're not afraid to send something. Like it's that first action thing, right? Like as soon as I can act, I will send a thing.
Right.
Not every time, but like enough that you will be aware of it.
That fucking pickup.
I'll make a decision like right away, right? I guess.
Exactly.
It's about making because it's the thing that I was kind of going on about earlier, or we were going on about with regards to confidence.
Oh no.
Where there's a certain point where like every action you take and every act, or not every action, most actions that the other player and you could take, you have a very good idea. Like you don't need to consider or think twice about it. You know kind of the outcome, so you can make those decisions because there is no like downtime between like, okay, wait, but like what?
There's no need. There's no need to waffle. You know, like you both know the situation. It's just like it's this or that.
Right.
Yeah. Like having.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking.
I was gonna say like pace is like so important, right? Like in this game, and like sometimes we think the quality of your decision is really important, but
what a conversion!
But like sometimes it's more about the pace of your decision making, and like making suboptimal decisions faster is like better than making perfect decisions every time. I mean, not always, of course, but
yeah, because it's one of those things where it's you can still think about it as chess. It's just that it's not classical chess. It's kind of like Blitz, where like sometimes it's better to just throw out an option that may be bad, but it creates chaos. Just because there's like either little time left or a little like resources left or low health.
Yeah, I would generally describe fighting games as some combination of chess and RPS, right? Like, like the interesting thing is how many times you can turn decisions into RPS, right? So like to me, that's where the knowledge comes in. Like when you have the game knowledge, you're able to turn so many more scenarios into just a straight RPS where it is a guess and like you don't really have a choice.
Turbo, what do you mean by that kind of play style? Like, what specifically are you referring to? Because I didn't see when you sent
it. Yeah.
You gotta interact with the chatters.
Trying to get that engagement up.
True. That way we can go from how many is it? From 6 viewers to 7. Okay, buddy. We're going.
Wow.
We're going pro. Okay.
Or PS versus.
I really think the engagement is not at the stream level anyway. I think it's at the YouTube level where you clip and you edit and like make videos. I feel like that's where that it actually is. I don't know.
Yeah. Trevor says if you're fighting someone like Hota, trying to get the jump on him like that doesn't work very well, or Tanabata, or whatever. What are we thinking?
I remember. That makes sense based on what Gort's told us before, right? They just know so much about the game, and like you can't. There's not the offensive trick that they don't know how to deal with as long as they know it's coming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're trying to say that you're like trying to like jump Hota per se. It's more just like pace of decision making and like.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm like
how do you interact or whatever, right? Like, and if you're playing like really passive and like not taking your opportunities, like it's going to be hard to succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to say too because like this is just like I always say like these are just very small microcosms of the total amount of play that's done, right? So
yeah.
you have such limited amount of data that like it's very likely that most of the matches are like that like you don't really have a choice, you know, like just from experience they learn that like okay I need to just play safer, but I think there's like a there's like a crossover point, right?
Yeah.
Where you just kind of have to I feel like if you're it's the same as like when you're stuck at a certain level of play, right? Like the mid to high mid level player who is like I'm going to make the quote unquote correct decision every time, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that applies at the high level up to a certain point to where like you don't want to just gamble for the heck of it, but there's also just that like acknowledging that okay, if I just accept the situation for what it is, I'm just going to lose every time. So I need to actually like be willing to make a different decision.
Yeah, and I think like a part of it conceptually for people is that there's like only 3 kinds of plays, which is like good play, bad play, or like a non-play, right? Where it's like, okay, did I like hit them? Okay, good. Did I not hit them? Okay, bad. Did I like just kind of move? Okay, it's a neutral play. There's like degrees to it, right? So it's less about like it's more about changing your mentality from only making good plays or like the correct play to just consistently making good plays, like stuff that is positive for you, right? Not necessarily the best, right? But also having enough of those options that it's like malleable, right? And you can do different things that are still good. Right?
So here's the thing that I would wonder about, right? Like so we're watching this and there was this whole sequence of just like Hota sending nukes and Yawarati is just sitting there trying to get charged. And what was the end result of that? Like, and then compare it to like how would Copel handle it? I know it's not fair to just compare them outright, and we don't know what we're talking about at that level, but like that doesn't happen when these two play. And is it just a player matchup thing? What is it? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like that's an honest question
Mm-hmm.
for Gort if you're like if he's in a chat. Like that's an honest question. Like what's your assessment of it? Ooh,
Yeah.
that Fafnir.
So you're gonna have to give it a second because Gort is.
No, take your time. There's not a. I'm not expecting an instant
No,
response.
Gort's
I'm just
just
saying
doing
like
his typical thing of like 50 fuck North America messages. You know, it's like he's gonna reboot.
that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like I know I suck. It's okay. I watched myself like I watched myself play Giga for like 68 matches, and I won that set like 36-32. And I watched myself play. I'm like I am trash.
Yeah.
I am garbage. Like I don't think I'm that good. I'm honestly asking the question. Like I'm not sitting here like I am better than Japan. I know better than these guys. I know there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. That's why I'm genuinely asking like this is what I see happening. Explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Genuinely, like not I'm not trying to be smarmy or like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
it's not that. Yeah, I just want to be clear because like it's not like we can say North America sucks all day and like I wouldn't necessarily disagree either, but you know, it's not productive.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm not even North American, so like fuck it, I agree. You know what? Fuck North America. Terragurt says.
You're saying that for other reasons.
Yeah, like I got a lot of reasons. Okay.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons. There's
Yeah.
plenty of reasons.
Okay, Terragurt says Yawarati does need to vary his playstyle, but he needs to focus on movement or something.
Okay, yeah.
And then he says that he thinks Kopel's movement is incredibly strong and his spacing and all that, and that he can force Hoda to be less comfortable than when he's fighting Yawarati. Which is...
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, that makes sense to me based on what I'm seeing. Like, I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe in more grounded terms, I think a lot of it is you remember during like the matches in tournament between Yawarati and Kopel where you got them like back to back, and you could see how Yawarati did the thing where he would he would space himself for a whiff punish, you know, FD break, walk back and forth, but then never actually use that space for anything, right? Whereas with Kopel, anytime he takes space, he does something with it. Either he threatens like a new kind of place to be at, you know, by moving, jumping here, there, whatever, or he actually just whiff punishes you, right? And it's you know what's funny? Who gave me this advice? Actually, it's really fucking funny. Jason Riot actually told me about this. And he made like a basketball analogy. No, it was boxing, where he basically said like, in the ring, even if you're thinking, right? Even if you've been hit like 3 times, you have to keep moving, right? You have to keep like repositioning. Right. Like, you gotta find. Yeah, you gotta keep like changing the.
Yeah. If you stay still, then like you become predictable. That makes sense, right? So that's kind of the vibe that I would get, right, from watching the difference between them two playing, is that like you mentioned, like so Yawarati would space himself up for whiff punch, but then he doesn't do it. Is it because the specific thing he's looking for doesn't come? So then he just like gives up on the idea? Like what's like that's what I would be curious about. Like
I think there's some of that, but also he's just like because he's kind of stationary as a result too. Like, you know, Justice is a character you don't want to like let breathe, right? And so when Kopel's like constantly jumping around, Hoda like can't quite commit to like hanging out or whatever, right? Whereas like Yawatari, when he sees Yawatari sitting there, he's like, okay,
God, that nuke came out of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize a vertical nuke was sent.
I mean, I don't know. I'm nowhere near the level of any of the guys here.
Oh, he done it again!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
High slap. Okay. Yeah, I'm not anywhere like near the level, let's say, right? However, there is something that I do encounter that is similar when it comes to whiff punishing, and a lot of it is that where it's like when I'm looking to whiff punish, I'm not with my eyes open and waiting for anything and then whiff punishing. I'm looking for a very specific thing, right? And so it's kind of like building up the awareness to react without thinking, right?
Can we comment on this, by the way? Like I think this is a really good example of something, right? Well, let's go back a little bit. Okay, this situation, like look at this. I like a little bit more. Okay, so right, like okay, so there's a burst. Now watch this. Watch this IAD. Okay, so nuke IAD. It just completely denies the situation. It's like I am not landing on this nuke. I'm sorry.
Right. He's trying to tuck above the manual dead now. Is what the idea. And then I think the DP was kind of like assuming that Hana would try to press or something. I'm not 100%.
I mean, my read is that, you know, when I'm blocking JPs, I'll be real, I'm buffering things like as I'm blocking it usually. So my guess is that Kopel probably knew that there was a buffer behind that, and so given there's a little gap, he goes for the DP. Right.
Yeah, fuzzy mashing. Are they dealing with fuzzy mashing in that way?
That makes sense, yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that like Copal does into DP knowing that there's a buffer behind it. Like against fucking Matsuri.
Right.
They were like
because SV is also so slow that any buffer will come out.
Yeah.
Or fuzzy mash.
See, having a slow DP is actually a good thing. Trust.
This is just reminding me of the DPs versus the ABBA, where I'm like, this is cope, man. Like he's doing because he has no choice, not because it's a good idea. Like not trying to lose is a good idea, but like, come on now, that's not ideal. That's not what you want to have to do.
Look, man.
I think he was looking for the counter hit, single hit counter hit, which like basically knocks down right with DP.
Sure, but again, it's like having to take that risk is the ridiculous part of it, right? Because it's like if you're wrong, you just die, you explode automatically. It's ABBA.
Nice. It's that matchup, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his worst matchup, more than Slayer.
We just have to do that. I agree completely.
All right, what's he gonna do? Oh, nice high jump.
Yeah, I think that's right. You just have to do stuff sometimes.
Look at you going high jump. That's fucked. Oh my god.
That's pretty much it with both of them, and that's why they suck because you kind of just have to commit a lot. And,
yeah.
You know, luckily most of the really good Abbots have quit now. I don't have to fight that matchup that often. But
this is a nice conversion.
Yeah. If you're not right, it's over basically, and that's that.
By the way, Terragort said Yawarari's playstyle is built very solid, but it's not built to aim above him. Any player he encounters with weaker fundamentals than him will feel like they're fighting a brick wall, but players above him will wear down his defense and win the war of attrition against him.
That makes sense. That's consistent with what Gort's told us before as well. But yeah, that again, like all of that makes sense based on what I see of this player. Like he's just again like very, very solid, does like the right things, but then he can't get past that barrier, like that next level up that he needs to get to beat the better players.
I was thinking that like even in his matches against Hottie, it wasn't like super jump JPing at all to try to like contest that space. Or even, you know, JK obviously is also really good. You're just kind of like trying to block or whatever.
Yeah,
like that, right? I mean, super jump JP is really good.
Nice air throw, very nice.
Like basically everything that Justice can do in the air. So like, I mean, if she's like very early, she can beat you with like J8 or whatever. But it's pretty hard and like. It's like a big commitment on her part. So.
Yeah, I think there's one more match in this vid, and then they'll be done. Is it? Oh no. Testament. Is this Kesuke? I think that's Kesuke's color, right?
No, he uses the like pajama color, the Jacob hat color.
Oh, okay. Then I guess.
I mean, I think he uses the orange sometimes too. But...
Is this Shaman?
Oh, it's Shaman. Yeah.
I feel like this matchup is not that bad.
I think it's even. Well, I usually say it's like 4.9 because Testament's fucked up, but otherwise,
it's pretty surprising how well this character does against like some of the more fucked up characters in the game. To be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something to be said for like how fast he is and like how messed up some of his normals are.
Right. I think the speed and like Gunblaze. There's a lot of fun interaction in this matchup. I mean, it's mostly just like Testament can kill you in 2 hits, right? Otherwise, I would even say it's like advantage over Saw. Like if Poison did less damage, I think this would be actually kind of a bad matchup for Testament.
Yeah, but if Poison did less damage, I think Testament would be like, well, maybe not out of top 7, but
Nah, no way. Too strong.
Probably not top 2 anymore, though.
Yeah.
Nice counter throw.
Block.
Man.
I mean, at this point, I honestly like the only matchups I really dread are Slayer and Appa.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like fighting Cliff, but I don't feel that bad about it, as I've talked about. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
There's too many characters in this game I don't like fighting, to be honest.
That's true.
Allegedly, don't you feel good for fighting Cliff?
What?
Don't you feel good about fighting Cliff? Allegedly.
No, I mean I feel like I have an even chance of winning, but I don't like fighting him.
Yeah, the actual experience is not entertaining. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
and I
I mean,
feel
I
the same
also
way.
hate fighting Milia, but like,
I feel the same way about Justice. There's a lot of characters in this game. I'm just like, this is just not fun.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
You
know. The
know.
I mean,
character
I
that
think
does that
that's
for me is Jam. I don't know. I have like zero fun ever.
I don't have fun fighting Jam either, but like, there's a trade off because I get to make the Jam player spaz and trash out.
I talked to Giga at Frosty Costumes, and he said he thinks the matchup is like only even when you play it. Otherwise, it's like
Only even when
advantage Jam.
oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. At least he said even. Like he used to be like he talked about it like it was Haas advantage. That's so funny. That's so funny. All right, that's the end of that.
Uh,
You guys get to see all the stuff I watch. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, buddy, you like watching Vosh? All right, man. All right.
I don't watch him as much anymore. I'm still subscribed, but like he's boring now. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
We could watch more SSL.
I mean, I feel like we didn't really talk that much about the stuff we watched. We like, we talked a little bit about it, but a lot of it's just like more generic. It's hard unless you go like frame by frame of
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I
you
think
know.
if you take like a single or maybe at most 2 games and then analyze them.
Yeah, I mean, what's like
Yeah.
a good set? Have you either of you watched Fino versus Sanma? I think it's like a pretty fucking fun set.
There it is.
I
I'm
think it's
my
one
my cursor
eye, right?
my cursor was in the way, so I was like, why am I?
Oh, that's funny as fuck. No, not that one.
Are you
Was
sure?
was it below there? Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's watch this to see. Oh,
Oh,
I
you're
guess I
already
was
halfway
watching this
there.
already. Here you go.
And here we can go like more in depth or whatever.
Okay.
It's like, dude, not fuzzy.
Honest confirm.
Very nice.
I mean, okay, actually, can you pause it 1 sec?
Yeah, sure.
I'm curious. When you want to learn something about a player, right, or you want to learn
Mhm.
something from a player, and you go ahead and look at their matches, what are you looking out for? Like, what do you look out for to really pick out and be like, okay, this is something that I do want to do, this is something I don't want to do, etc.
I mean, like, I have to watch. Like, you would generally say like, okay, if it's a specific matchup that you're struggling with, you will hopefully see how they deal with like the same problems that you're having. Now, that would also require the same situations to happen, which may not be the case again, because there's
Right.
again, it's hidden information, right? Like there may be something they know that both players know about the matchup that you don't know, and that's going to dictate how they approach it. But I think like generally the easy things to learn, like stuff like movement, like how does the player position themselves, where do they decide to stay on the screen, you know um that's
I
one.
think yeah. I think for me, I usually first I like to just kind of like drown in the data a little bit. So I'll watch like a video like this. I'll watch it like 3 times before I
Yeah.
like really like try to think just to see what sticks out to me, and then like
Hmm.
the second and third times through, I'm not going to be like as surprised by interactions, so I can actually look at them a little more in context. And then once I have like that down, then it's like, all right, what are the decision points that like come up often, and like how do these players decide those decisions? Like, what decisions do they make in those points? And then like once I have that laid out in my mind, then like, all right, I'm trying to figure out why. Like, explain these interactions, explain the data that I see.
I have to
Um,
say, like,
and
so this is a really good chance for me to date myself immensely. um Something that Seth Killian pointed out in his Domination 101 articles for SRK, like back like a millennium ago.
Great
Um,
articles. Everyone should read them.
they are
But
amazing. They're really, really good stuff.
yeah,
Was how the proliferation of tournament footage that was started to happen in that era. Like this is like 2001, I remember. Like, and that was like my first semester in college. and he was like, watching these videos was actually making these players dumber because they'll do stuff like take a certain situation out of context and then like say, "Oh, I could have DP'd that." I'm the next Alex Valle.
Yeah. Right.
Like, so I think that's one thing that is a really good credit to the approach that Garbage just described is to first you just kind of have to take it all in. You're not going to understand what you're seeing at first. Like, just take it in, watch it a few times, and then like once you start to kind of get a feel for how the match flows, then you can start thinking about like what is happening and why it's happening. Right. And the key thing is to always ask why. And then like the hardest thing that is like, what do I not know? Right. Like you pick out a situation that you might have dealt with in another match. Like you can even like try to compare it to your own replays if you have like matches versus the same character and say like, did a similar situation occur? How did I choose to deal with it? Why did it happen this way in the other match? Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think to just also play off something Blake just said, like when you're looking at those decision points, try to like really lay out what the information that both players, at least as far as you know, right? What information do both players have, and like what DPs have happened, what's happened on wake up, what happened in neutral, because that can be really illuminating for like why they committed to a certain option. Like maybe the first time they saw, someone's mashing on wake up every time.
Yeah.
So then the first time they get hit by it, and then the next time they block it, or they do like a big call out or something, right? And you go like, why did they go for that so early?
I do
then like
think
you can
too,
start to sort of.
it depends. Like with this level, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, it's okay. Okay.
It's more of a like I think the issue also is like play at this level. I think it's very rare to find those situations. Like so when we play normally, like when we play a quick match, you find those players that just do the same thing every time, right? And you have time to like assess and adapt and come up with a solution.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't happen in these videos most of the time.
Right.
So you're just kind of left there like scratching your head, like why are they just like what? Like for example, let's say Copal didn't exist hypothetically, and you only have Yalwarati, to watch, and like you're gonna be like, oh wow, Justice is like unfuckwithable, like you can't deal with nukes. What do you do? Because that was the common wisdom I think a while ago, and sometimes now it's just like, oh, you just get free level 3, and it's like, yeah, to what end? Now you have to like wade through the storm of nukes. I feel like that's suboptimal way to approach that matchup now. So
Totally.
Anyway,
I think it might be instructive for like a follow-up stream if you guys want to do it, because I'd be down.
Yeah, we could. You guys want to finish this video out, and then we can like maybe next time we can go over the ABBA stuff. I need like whoever did the compilation of the 2-on-2 and the casuals needs to do the same thing with that the follow-up weekend where like he's like fighting the like ABBA army, because that stuff was also very, very good.
Right.
To kind of close out
it's Melovec, right?
Yeah, I think it's Melovec.
Yeah. But do we want to finish this video, or are we like?
No, yeah, we can finish.
We need to. All right, cool. Let's continue.
I was gonna say for next time, it might be instructive to like watch the videos ourselves a few times, right, and kind of like write down our own notes, go about stuff, and then like afterwards we can like share with the class or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, we can even watch our own videos too, I guess, if we want.
Yeah, I was gonna actually suggest that too. Like, we could pull like that mega set I did with Jigga, and you guys can just like break down why I'm terrible. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I have I have at least a bunch of my Across the footage too.
I have a set that I meant to record that I never ended up recording against Luke's Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we could also watch
that. Like, was that little bit of charge really worth getting hit by those balls? Was it? Was it? No, it wasn't. Come on, man. Come on. This is good. Like holding your ground at least. Really holding his ground. He's like, nope, stay there.
In the burst.
See,
Nice
that's the thing that worries me a lot whenever I use 5H, which is like anything else, right, has like a pretty good chance of hitting, and like I can like get back into position. But with 5H, it's like it has to hit and it has to hit in a very specific way for me to be able to like continue holding the space that I have, right?
Yes, but also like 5H will randomly beat a lot of stuff that it shouldn't.
Right.
Because of how like the hitbox projects forward. So like people will stick pokes in the 5H and just die randomly.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if you have meter.
Damn. Flying Hoss.
Awesome.
Hoss.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
goodness. So still nice.
The irony
Perfect
is that in Rev 2, Sanma's like, I'll play Venom.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Yeah, here we go, charging up. I'm gonna charge on my laser. Oh man, all the old memes.
Yeah, old. Well, funny. There's another fellow old person in chat, yeah?
Oh my god. What?
Oh,
I said no gators. Yeah. No gators allowed. Kick him out. Ban his ass.
Who's the PEC?
Oh my! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Did you see that?
Yeah. No, it's actually insane, right? So many of the concepts that I've picked up like naturally, Sanma just did them way back. Dude, it's the exact same. It's so fucking crazy.
Bro. Oh man.
Oh, the 2H.
Yeah, beefy.
It makes me so mad that the average top player is like, I am not going back to play the old game, even though like they could continue getting even better. There's like, nah, screw this.
Yeah.
New game better.
It's tradition.
Bro, it's so sad.
I guess. Well, they're all getting cooked now, right? In the new game.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, that's what Gort told us, that like that Summit is free at SSL, which is so sad.
Kind of true. I believe it. Couldn't even get top 2
Bro.
Actually, something that I think it was Haken that came back to Sportsline one day and tried to do a combo, and he kept like messing up the inputs, but people were like still cheering him on, and how it like made them sad or whatever. Yeah.
No, right.
It is pretty sad, but in another way, it's kind of cool. It's like an old game.
Yeah, Haken kind of gave up on Strive too, from what I understand.
Makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty weird. That game, pretty weird and bad, right?
Well, yeah, like Pot and Soul both are not the same character, but I mean,
well now
Haken is a Soul player.
Potbuster has super armor now, you know. Crazy.
Damn, what a 2D.
Bro, like that perfectly timed level 2 blockhead for Oki is like, still got enough. I still got it.
Yeah.
I might start doing BHB2 on Oki more then. It seems like it's better than I thought. Maybe against like
pretty good. Characters. It's good against characters with like strong backdashes.
Right? I mean, look, I don't know if it's good, but according to the numbers, level 1 BHB as a meaty can go up to like +10, right?
That's crazy.
But that's according to the numbers, right? Which is kind of different from like reality, let's say.
Right, yeah, because it's going to be hitbox dependent, right? Like, how do you time it and space it so that you actually get the +10 consistently?
Right.
Yeah, but now I think I have too much recency bias because I was trying to figure out how to do like level 2 BHB as Oki, and I was playing Phantom, and Phantom would just DP me. I was like, ah, dang it, this sucks. Yeah.
Not enough time. Is he gonna get it?
Huh?
Oh, he won!
Let's go.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I thought he was gonna lose that for sure.
Well, a little level 1 rocket frame trapping going on.
Back to what you were saying, at the start of the stream about how to use rocket, right? I have actually found myself really liking it in the Johnny matchup, and a big reason for that, or found myself rather, a big reason for that was the fact that like yes, 5K and like let's say 6P can cover it, right? But like everything else is kind of gonna get owned by Rocket, right? Because it's so fast.
Yeah. A lot of times it will trade in your favor, and again, it's just like when do you choose to use it, right? Like so, if you're just like the trap that you would like, I would tend to fall into would be like doing it at the end of strings, or just doing it as like oh, you got far away, I want to come in and do offense. I'll do Rocket because I don't know what else to do in the neutral.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's good.
But then like
an early counterpoke kinda, right?
Yes.
Right.
That's
using it in frame traps or using it, like you're taking your space and they have to come to you, they're trying to come to you, and you're like Rocket.
Yeah.
And then when they start trying to answer that, it becomes a hard call out for them, because if you're on offense and you're doing like dash up 6P, you're asking for trouble.
Yep.
Because this is not Strive.
Exactly. It is a good game. A good game with Cliff on it.
Yeah. Cliffy. Those IDPs are going.
It's great.
There he goes with the high jump P again. And then ID there.
Interesting 2D there. I feel like you could have just like dashed
like
under all.
That I wish more players did at like the mid level, where it's like you see how like there are a ton of balls in the way. You don't have to weave between them to get to Venom. You can weave to the other side, and now they can't get you at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like not everybody is gonna think of that. Like a lot of times, your first solution is always going to be like one that intuitively makes sense to you.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the correct one. Oh, this is going bad. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. I didn't even realize he had level 3.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like he could have like done like a gun blaze a little earlier. Yeah, some of that pressure.
Actually,
especially when you see the charge.
Level 3 blockhead run up level 3 gunblaze, maybe not the worst idea.
Maybe.
It's so big, right?
True.
We're always trying to
find
new ways to make level 3 beyond 200% good, right?
Exactly.
I feel like the stuff like that is where you really have to embrace the just sending stuff and like not really caring about an optimal outcome.
Yeah.
That was almost a hard knockdown. That was crazy.
Nice.
Fuzzy. Oh, nice burst.
Level 2, 5. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
2 penis explosion chambers. It was like
Pizza can sing now.
It
was neutral.
The nooch.
People always complain about like Johnny 5K or like Slayer 5K. Dude, Venom 5K is also fucked up. It's kind of an evil button.
Yeah, but it's on Venom.
He needs it though. He needs it.
I say it's on Venom as if I know how to fight Venom. Like every time I run into a Venom on Q, I might get owned. I don't know what it is, man.
I used to know how to fight Venom, but I think the Venoms got better, and now I'm lost.
I think that's what it is. I think they got better.
Like 2 years ago, I think at FF, I had Cowboy Noah in my pool, and I won.
Yeah.
But then he came to New York like 6 months ago, and I guess it went down to the last round, but I didn't. And he beat Mahoko, so it was a big day.
Oof.
Oh, that was such a meaty 5.
If he had CC'd, why? That's another thing. Like I noticed the whole like 5H full send is a thing with Sanma and with Copel, and I'm like, what? But why CC? Yeah. But I guess if normal hit, you don't get anything. So I guess I don't know. They're just gambling on it.
Yeah, it's one of those trade-offs where it's like, I don't know, maybe it's the Terragor thing where like, oh, they will like avoid any and all kinds of instability.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like too much opportunity cost actually.
Instability though, if you CC, I feel like.
Because they
I feel like just sending it more volatile.
you'd get a normal hit 5H, but not a counter hit, right? Like normally, right?
Okay, so like I can kind of brainstorm this right now, right? So let's say you do 5H into like Bandit Revolver 3 instead of Rocket, right? Well, if they block, that's an easy SB punish, right? If they know the punish. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you do 5H level 3 BHB. Depending on spacing and if they get hit in the air, that's not going to give you anything, right? You just kind of throw your charge away. And then if you do like what else do you have an option? Like
Rocket and Bandit Revolver are both like easy SBs, right?
Sure, but like with Rocket at least, I feel like where do you USB the third hit or the second hit? USB the second hit and punish before the third comes out?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like if you've got that, then that makes sense. Like you wouldn't want to do that, but if like, it still doesn't make sense on air hit either. Like if you hit air hit into like Rocket, so really the only time it 100% makes sense to do is if it's like level 3 Savage, because that just can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Like no matter what happens, that's going to be good because if you block it, he's like what +5.
I think quite a bit more.
Let me see. It's also a ton of chip damage if they don't FD.
It's double fast.
True.
See frame data.
No. Oh, fuck. Wait. Okay. Level 1 Rocket is plus. And level 2, yeah, but... Yeah.
Level 2 is plus, but it's the easy SB if they know it.
Yeah.
Right.
+7. So level 2 and level 3 Savage are both +7.
Yeah, see?
Level 3 is like broken on the download because it's still like what I think yeah. I played somebody and I hit them with it and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "It's only this many frames, bro. Like it's not it's fast." Like yeah, I think I hit somebody with it and they were like, "Wait, I was blocking." I'm like, "It's only 1 frame after the freeze." You know. So you got to be on your stuff.
Damn. The snipe. Yeah, after this one, I think I gotta go to sleep, so.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Getting late.
I gotta go to my big boy job in the morning.
Gotta go to fucking big boy midterm in the morning. So,
midterms.
Wow.
No.
Oh wow.
What course?
Real analysis too.
Nice.
Wow. So many overheads.
That's the only overhead that matters. No. They cross up. He gets level 3 back anyway. Let me do it again. Oh, you know what I would have done there? I would have done like neutral high jump, JP HD, and level 2 for the knockdown. Yeah. That's what I would have done.
Damn, all the balls.
Balls. Too many balls. I can't. He waited that out. That's crazy. And he's back in the corner.
Oh, JP.
Oh.
Nice hit.
JH, my beloved. Bring back no proration JH.
Real.
I like how T5 is like, that's the only prorate I have a problem with. Like,
it's JH.
It's JH is like where he means like that's the only one that where he was like, yeah, that's probably a good prorate to have done. And I was like, no, he needs it. He's like, no, not really. Oh, he almost.
Oh.
No, what the?
Wow, nice OTG 6H.
So clean.
That was good work.
So clean.
That actually does like pretty good damage.
Man, it's over.
It's over.
All right.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, we should do this again sometime. We'll have more detailed notes next time, right?
Yeah.
Who's to ask?
All right. Well, I'll end the stream now. So,
yeah. I'm gonna go pop into the channel real quick just to say screw tunes.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck tunes. Hell yeah. All right. Everybody have a good night.
Freaking
Bye-bye.
homunculus.